I am down in the basement. There is a 2-inch drain line and clean out in the bedroom. I'm going to inspect the drain line from this clean out to the beginning of the city sewer. Here we go. Okay, I've got the camera down in the drain line. I've started it at approximately 4 feet. I'm going to zero out the counter, which you'll see at the bottom left-hand corner, and then from the bottom of the drain line to the city sewer is what we're going to inspect. As you can see right here, we are crossing over from the white PVC pipe to cast iron pipe. Right off the bat, you can see that there's some debris in the drain line. This is not uncommon for a house of this age, but we're going to keep pushing to the city sewer. We're about 14 feet in. You can still see that there's quite a bit of debris and buildup in the drain line. So far, I am going to recommend that this be cleaned out, but we still need to get to the city sewer. So we're going to keep pushing the camera to the city sewer. I have turned the water on at one of the sinks. As you can see, the water is going by. Even though there was that debris in the drain line, the water still is flowing. We're about 27 feet in from the clean out in the bedroom. You can see that these connections look fine right here. Here's another connection about 30.5 feet. Everything is still looking good. More connections here at 34.5 feet, no issues. Here we are at 42.5 feet. It does appear that we are into some clay drain line, clay drain pipe. Everything looks good in this section. It was just in that first section of cast iron that had the debris and the buildup. We're going to continue pushing to the city sewer. I just flushed the toilet. My camera had some debris on it, so I did flush the toilet. You can see the water is going by, and it appears to be draining just fine. We are still in the clay section of pipe. and everything looks good right here. Okay, you can see that we just went through a low spot in the drain line. I'm going to go ahead and pull this camera back and we'll document it from the beginning here. Okay, here we are about 61.5 feet. You can see that the water is kind of sitting right there. I'm going to go ahead and push through here. Now we're underwater. Still underwater, and then we pop out about right here at approximately 66.5 feet. So we're going to keep pushing to the city sewer from here. Here's another connection of clay pipe at 71 feet. This looks good right here. Okay, we have made it to the end of the drain line at approximately 79 feet from the clean out that is in the basement. And like I had said earlier in the video, I started the camera distance at 0 once we got down to the cast iron pipe. There were a few issues. There was some debris in the cast iron pipe that definitely needs to be cleaned out, and there was that low spot in the drain line that was holding a decent amount of water. I do recommend a plumbing contractor further evaluate, clean the drain line, and potentially repair the low spot to prevent any future backup issues of the drain line.